all it takes is a little research. This video is brought to you by The Officer Tatum Store. The Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. I'm offering 30% off the entire store if you put in discount code SOB. It stands for Sorry Oh Biden. So put in SOB, you get 30% off the entire store. Limited time only. Also, if you click on the item and it's sold out right here. Y'all been buying this shirt like crazy, and I can hardly ever keep it in stock because you're buying it so much. If you click on the shirt, it's sold out. Click on notify me when made available. Put in your email or your SMS, your text message. We will notify you when the item is made available. It'll be shot to your phone or your email. You can go buy it. Therefore, you never miss out if something is sold out and is back in stock. Like and subscribe to the channel. Download the podcast, the B. Tatum Show podcast on all podcasting platforms. Y'all know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, my brother Ryan Tillman, he was actually featured in my book, Beating Black and Blue. Ryan Tillman is here. His channel is awesome. He goes through and breaks down all of the police involved situations, and this is probably one of the most epic ones that I've ever seen. And I'll let him speak for himself, but people need to know the truth. The truth shall set you free. When in doubt, do your research. But don't worry, because Ryan did it for you. Roll the film.
For those of you guys that don't know, another police shooting occurred in the city of D.C., and one of the civil rights activists that's a member of Black Lives Matter had the nerve to say this. This is the point we've been making for months. Look at the reaction and coverage tonight. Tearjerker press conferences and proclamations of heroes coming soon. Imagine if people knew these folks' name. Being black in D.C. is more dangerous than any job.
Okay, y'all remember the shooting in D.C.? The police officers, lost their lives. Obviously, it's a horrible situation. These police officers are heroes out here protecting and serving. But what they do, they gave you a list. Imagine if they knew him, they knew them right here, because they didn't even do nothing. Let's see if they did something.
This is a list of names and reasons of why these people were shot. Terrence Parker was killed under domestic violence disturbance when he pulled a gun on a police officer. Vito Hall was shot while holding a woman hostage with a rifle. Antoine Gilmore was killed in an altercation with police where he had a handgun. George Watson pointed a replica airsoft rifle at officers when he was killed by police. Darren Barnes fled the scene of a double homicide and pointed a gun at police and was subsequently shot. Rashid Carroll drove a car at police officers, injuring one of them while he was on the run for parole violations of robbery. Jaron Winbush was armed with a knife and a gun and fired it at police when he was shot. DeAndre Johnson fought with the police during a search warrant and grabbed for the officer's gun. And Natongo Robinson was shot by police while armed with a gun and fleeing the scene with their police officers trapped in the back of his car. So there you have.
So somebody tell me, what else you need to know? Ryan, I don't think there's nothing else you can say. What else do you need to know? Time and time again, we see the same soup warmed over. They push all of these people's names, and they should be ashamed of themselves. They push these people's names. They cry about them. They get you emotional. Bro, they always out here shooting us for no reason. We ain't even do nothing. If you would stop lying, maybe people would believe you. These people who are getting shot by police are the worst of the worst. They're got guns. They're high-speed pursuit. They're pulling guns on cops. They're shooting cops. They have a rap sheet longer than the Nile River. And this is who y'all support? And everybody else acts so disingenuous? I can't name a person shot justifiably or unjustifiably that wasn't resisting arrest or doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing. You can go with Michael Brown. You can go with Eric Gardner. You can go with even George Floyd. You can go down the list. Even Laquan McDonald, who was illegal, who was shot unjustifiably. What was he doing? How on PCP running around with a knife in his hand trying to stab people? Well, you go down the list. Walter Scott shot in the back by a police officer. But what was he doing? He fought the police officer and they got into it. He was at $40-some thousand in back child support. I think the cop had him in the car at first, then he fought and broke loose and tried to run down the street. You can't name one. Name one. Even the young kid, which was a very unfortunate situation, Tamir Rice. What was Tamir Rice doing, ladies and gentlemen? He was just playing. No, he had a replica gun that looked like a real gun. I did a video about this. I showed the gun. He's chasing people in the park with this gun. So much so the people are calling 911. They show up. He pulled the gun out on the cops and they shot him. One shot. Unfortunately, that took his life. Show me a person that wasn't doing something. And I could tell you how we can eliminate the death of black men by 99%. Stop resisting arrest. It's that simple. It really is that simple. When you get caught, right or wrong, don't resist. Just put your hand behind your back. Go down there to this jail. Your chances of going to jail and getting out because they didn't have nothing on you, or going to jail, getting out, having to do a little time, because most of these people ain't gonna probably do no real time, and then suing the police department after they wrongfully arrested you. It's a better chance that you can do that than you living through an altercation where you pull a gun on a police officer. So what is really happening, ladies and gentlemen? What is really going on? What is the truth? Ryan just broke down these people and pretty much articulated why all of them were shot. Why many of them were shot. Why they died in the hands of police. But they're so disingenuous. They can't even be honest for 30 seconds. And can you imagine the defund the police movement? All that is based on a lie? It's based on disingenuous posts like this that never get fact checked? They don't fact check these. They should have fact checked these and said, lacking context. Lacking context. And they should have had what Ryan Tillman did, put all that information in there and put lacking context at the bottom, so when a person click on it, they'll see how Terrence Parker died. They'll see how Vito Hill died. They'll see how George Watson died. They'll see how all these people actually died. And it wasn't in justification or unjustified police behavior. These people are acting a fool. They don't care nothing about their life. They don't care nothing about nothing. And mama, daddy, cousin, little brother and them, they already know this. But they get on TV and they swear before God that they were innocent. They never did do nothing wrong. And they know these people are violent criminals that they are actually afraid of. All right, anyway. Y'all need to go follow Ryan Tillman. I'm going to pull up his social media so you go find him on there, okay? It's called Breaking Barriers United. Go to Breaking Barriers United and follow my boy Ryan Tillman. He got 73,000 subscribers. That need to be 730,000 subscribers. He always putting out great content, always doing his thing. I know him personally. A good brother, good family man. Y'all need to go follow him. Anyway, like, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.